we broke that news of Nnamdi Kanu saying before Justice Omotosho that he doesn't have any case to answer. So everybody, both those in Nigeria and those outside Nigeria, have been asking, why didn't this move? Why didn't Nnamdi Kanu choose this right now that everybody expected him to call his witnesses? He was in court before Justice James Omotosho today in Abuja. In fact, we brought you our correspondent here in Noble Media. We brought you that news of when he stepped into court in Abuja. But everybody has been asking, why didn't Nnamdi Kanu say that he doesn't want to defend himself? Everybody was surprised. Omotosho was surprised. Even some of Nnamdi Kanu's supporters were also surprised. Why did he say that he doesn't want to defend himself? He doesn't want to enter into any defense. Remember, he had dismissed all his lawyers. He's the one talking for himself, and he chooses to say he's not defending himself. And this is now the reason. Nnamdi Kanu has given the reason. This is the reason why he said, why I won't defend federal government charges against me. Nnamdi Kanu is the one talking. The ongoing trial of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, took a new twist on Monday, that is 27th of October 2025, as he made a vote force on his earlier decision to call with that he made a U-turn. Everybody was expecting that his witnesses will start calling witnesses, trying to battle with Omowolo, who is representing Nigerian government, Tinubu's government, trying to wriggle himself out of all the allegations. But Kanu said, no, he is not going to do that. Okay, on his earlier decision to call witnesses to defend the 7-count terrorism-related charges the federal government preferred or has brought against him. As they resumed proceeding on the case on Monday, 27th, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who elected to defend himself after he disengaged his team of lawyers, had those reasons before the Federal High Court in Abuja why he would not open his defense to the charges. All the 7-count charges brought against him. Kanu said he is not interested in defending himself in any of the 7 charges. And this is the reason why he gave. Addressing the court from the dock, of course, his lawyers are not there, he is the one talking for himself. The embattled IPOB leader maintained that having gone through the case file, he discovered that there is no valid charge to warrant his defense. Yes, Kanu said that he took his time, studied everything, now that his lawyers are no longer there, studied all the 7-count charges, everything Omowolo has been bringing against him, who is representing Tinubu's government, and he decided that he cannot find any legitimate case that will make him, defending himself against such cases that are not backed by law. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any legal sense for Nnamdi Kanu. So he said he doesn't want to defend himself. Nnamdi Kanu contended that since he had been subjected to an unlawful trial based on an invalid charge, pay attention, based on an invalid charge, there would be no need for him to offer any explanation or defend himself through the evidence of witnesses. He said he doesn't owe Tinubu's government, Nigerian court, any explanation because he had been subjected to an unlawful trial. Unlawful trial that is based on invalid charge. The 7 charges brought against him, Nnamdi Kanu is saying they are invalid, they are unlawful, and therefore he doesn't want to say anything concerning them. Consequently, he shared his initial request for the court to issue someone to compel certain persons to appear as his witness in the case. If you think Kanu is taking the right direction, come under the comment of this video and say, Tinubu, this is the right time to free this man. Tinubu, type it in the comment section. Tinubu, releasing Nnamdi Kanu before it is too late for Nigeria. Tinubu, free this man, free Nnamdi Kanu before it is too late for Nigeria, before it is too late for you. Tinubu, release this man now that you still have the opportunity. Consequently, he shared his initial request for the court to issue someone to compel certain person to appear as his witnesses in the case. Kanu, who had been in detention since 2021, almost 5 years now, the Nigerian government has been using delay tactics on him even when he is sick. Kanu is very sick, but Tinubu's government has refused to allow him to go to a proper hospital. Kanu, who had been in detention since 2021, had in a motion he personally signed and filed before the court, named several individuals that is included certain governors, ministers, ex-governors, and security chiefs among the 23 persons he intended to produce as his witness. That's what people were expecting. People were expecting that today the court will begin to make a move to invite people like Wike, Omahi, Danjuma, Burata to come and stand. Describing them as vital and compellable witnesses in his case, Nnamdi Kanu urged the court to grant him a 90-day period to enable him to open and conclude his defense. This was what happened last week. Okay? He argued that expanding the initial 6-day period the court gave him, because what Omotosho gave Nnamdi Kanu is just 6 days to defend himself. After having held him and talking against him, allowing the Nigerian representative to present the case against Nnamdi Kanu for close to 5 years, you now gave Nnamdi Kanu only 6 days. And Nnamdi Kanu said, no, even if I'm going to defend myself, you will give me at least 90 days. He argued that expanding the initial 6-day period the court gave him to conclude his defense has become necessary in view of the number and status of the witnesses he intends to produce to give evidence in the case. Who are the witnesses? Among the proposed witnesses in the principal list he submitted before the court included the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodimma. Of course, many people still think that Hope moved from 4th position in the election result to 1st in Imo State. That is the idea many people have. That of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, the Oga of Abuja. The immediate past Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, as well as the former Chief of Army Staff, General Tukur Buratai. These are the people Nnamdi Kanu had mentioned that he wanted to call as witnesses. And even Wike has said that if the court approach him, subpoena him, that he is ready to appear for Nnamdi Kanu in court. Others that Nnamdi Kanu had listed before he made this new turn were the Minister of Works, David Umahi, the immediate past governor of Abia State, Okezie Ikpeazu, the former Minister of Defense, General Teofili Danjuma, retired, immediate past Director General of the National Intelligence Agency, NIA, Ahmed Rufai Abubakar, as well as the former Director General of the Department of State Services, who have been holding Nnamdi Kanu for close to 5 years, DSS, Yusuf Bichi. In the motion dated October 21 and marked FHC/ABJ/CI/383/2015, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu equally hinted that he would call other persons whose names were not on the list he submitted. So everybody was preparing. But then Nnamdi Kanu now took a Maradona move now to say that he doesn't even want to answer again. However, he ditched the plan on Monday, 27th of October 2025, a development that led the court to adjourn the matter till November 4th, and 6th for the adoption of final written addresses. So Nnamdi Kanu will be coming back to court on 4th November, 5th November, and 6th November 2025. And of course, here in Noble Media, we already have our people focusing on Nnamdi Kanu's case, focusing on Showore's case, so focusing on Eloy Ejimakor's case. And whenever there's an update, of course, here in Noble Media, we will be among the first to break it for you. So if you have not joined us, click on join to become a full member of our channel. Click on subscribe. If you have not liked this video, click on like now. Just click on like. Just boop the like button. Meanwhile, Before the case was adjourned, Trial Justice James Omotosho implored the IPOB leader to consult experts in criminal law to explain the consequences of his decision. It will be recalled that the court had earlier rejected a no-case submission that Kanu filed to be discharged and acquitted. Kanu had initiated, there was a time Kanu made this move, but Omotosho refused it. The court dismissed his contention that the totality of evidence the prosecution tendered in the matter failed to establish a prima facie case against him, because what Kanu has been saying is that all the allegations Omowolu, who is representing the Nigerian government, has brought against Nnamdi Kanu, Kanu is saying that all of them has failed to establish a prima facie case against Nnamdi Kanu, and therefore Kanu was seeking that he has no case to answer. Kanu argued that the 5 witnesses the federal government brought to testify before the court failed to prove that he committed any offense that is known to law. All those things failed to establish. All those drama for close to 5 years, all the drama that Nigerian government has been doing, Kanu is saying that all of them, he have weighed all of them, and they have failed to establish any case against him. And this is the reason Nnamdi Kanu is giving why he doesn't want to defend himself. We brought you that info, that news, when he stepped in court. There was something Nnamdi Kanu said against News Agency of Nigeria. Go to our channel and look at it. If you have not liked this video, like this video. If you think Kanu is making a mistake, let us know. If you're a lawyer, give us your analysis of this whole drama. What should Kanu do next? If you are in Omotosho's shoe, if you are Justice Omotosho, what will you do? Let us know what you think. Share this video. This is the kind of video you should share. Like this video. And most importantly, there's another very critical, you can see Nnamdi Kanu, another critical video on the screen. Click on it now and watch.